Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. This is actually, I think it's a very important question. Uh, Now, this is a sister. She says she's divorced, and her father had a stroke. He's incapable of making a decision. Her she has a brother who's mentally unstable, also incapable of making a decision. Um, and she wants to get married, but she is asking about the Wali situation. What should she do in a situation like this?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu rasulullah. First of all, I will ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for you, give you strength to be able to take care of your brother and your father. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cure your father and your brother, and to make the outcome of this test best for all of you. Wali is one of the integral parts of marriage contract. Must be. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, any woman marry herself without a wali, her marriage is nullified or invalid, batil. And this is something the vast majority of the Muslim scholars agreed upon. And with this being said, one of the conditions of the wali that he is capable, sane, and in your case, your father and your brother in this scenario, and I would assume looks like she doesn't have another brother, the wilaya can go to your grandfather or to your uncles, one of your uncles. And if you don't have any access to any one of them, you can, Imam Ahmad rahimahullah said, she can choose a adil Muslim, a trustworthy Muslim to represent you in the marriage. It could be also what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is, we take that over the statement of anyone, قال والسلطان ولي من لا ولي له. The sultan, the person of authority, like the judge or the ruler, is the wali of those who don't have wali. But in our scenario here in the West, we don't have a ruler or a judge, but that will apply to an imam of the masjid, a person of religious authority, a respected scholar. You can ask them to represent you in the marriage, and that person will be your wali if you don't have any other male relative to represent you in the marriage. But I'm glad that you asked this question, because wali is someone who must be part of the marriage, regardless if you are divorcee or widow, old or young, or you a person who never been married before. Doesn't really matter. You need the wali, because the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not differentiate between women. He said any woman. With this being said, I also would like to say that the role of one of the reasons we have the wali is meant to help, aid, support the woman who's getting married.
Right.
This is a decision need the view of a male and female. You know, we look at men from a perspective different when a woman look at men. You have your own perspective, and that wali will have his own perspective. So you have both perspective in front of you. Then in the end of the day, you're the one who make the decision to marry or not. Right. Your wali cannot force you into that. But Islam want to provide you a full 360 type of view of and perspective of this person, and to help you to make that good decision, and also to be there for you, to help you, nobody taking advantage of you. And that's something I really appreciate on the concept of marriage in Islam.
Barakallah feek, Sheikh. Jazakumullah khair.